Welcome to this video where we are going to have a look on list methods. So we are starting by defining a list as we learned it in the last videos, and the list data type comes with many different methods, and these methods, these are the functions that are object specific. So when we say list methods, these are piped with a dot. So we have our list object, then the dot, and then the name of the method. And they are covering many frequently occurring operations, and I'm just showing to you some of them in the video, but not an exhaustive list of list methods, because there's quite a number of list methods for all the different tasks that you need. So this is always a good idea to Google them or to use ChatGPT to find the right list methods, but I'm showing to you just what I think are the most frequently used, the most important, but again, they are not exhaustive at all. So my list.append, append is the method name of 1. So if you have a look at the list that we defined at the top, so we are appending the element 1, an integer, to the end of that list. So the result is as follows. There's just a 1 appearing at the end of the list. There's also reversing it. There's no argument for that method right now. Yeah, just reversing is not needing any argument at this point in time. So my list.reverse, what it's going to do, it's returning a reversed version of the list. So we are simply flipping, we make a horizontal flip of that list. So now we have 1, yeah, that's what we appended in the last command, -1 CBA 3, so it's just the list horizontally flipped. Another example is remove B. So we are naming the value that we want to remove from that list. So we are going to go through that list from left to right, and when the first item is matched, Python is going to delete that item. So we come up with the following list. It's still reversed. We still have the 1, but now the B is removed. These were 3 methods. We have a look on more methods in the table. So we already learned about append, reverse, remove, but we also have a look on insert and sort. So let's open the Jupyter Notebook, and I'm going to create a list as follows. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to execute that cell. So my list is now available for our methods. I'm going to type myl.reverse, and we are horizontally flipping that list. So if I'm going to output that list right now, we see that we are now starting from 5, 4, and so on and so forth. Let's delete from that list an item. So we are going to type remove and then the 5. So this item is now removed. So there's also inserting something that is also part of the table. So inserting a specific a number at a specific position. So you actually have 2 arguments here. The first one is the position where you want to insert that element, and the second one is actually the element. So let's have my list at the index 2. We are going to insert a very high number in comparison to the other numbers. So this is something that now makes sense to sort. So we are going to use the other method of the list that you can see here in the bottom. Sorts the item of the list in ascending order. And this is actually simply sort and parentheses. So let's output that list again. And we see that the list is now sorted. So this is it for list methods. Again, there is a plethora of list methods out there. So just Google them up, look in the official documentation, use ChatGPT, whatsoever. There are many methods out there for you to explore. And the next video, we are going to have a look how to iterate through such lists So we have a own video on for loops. That is the first control flow that we learn about in the course. So this is actually where we start programming, because we are actually changing the flow of the interpreter. The interpreter is not going row by row anymore, but is repeating some rows to iterate through the list. So this is content of the next video, so stay tuned.